Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about 5 things you want to avoid doing if you're visiting Qatar. Qatar is an amazing country with stunning landscapes and rich culture, but like any good host, I gotta make sure you don't accidentally commit a cultural faux pas. So, let's dive into 5 things you should be aware of before visiting Qatar. Alright, first up, let's talk fashion, or more specifically, the dress code. It's one of the first things you'll notice when you arrive. Qatar is a modest country, and while nobody expects you to rock a thobe or abaya as a visitor, it's important to dress respectfully. This means being aware of the cultural norms and expectations. When we say modest, we're talking about keeping those shoulders and knees covered in public. This applies to both men and women, so plan your wardrobe accordingly. Fellas, leave the sleeveless shirts at home, and ladies, maybe save those super tight or revealing outfits for another occasion. Think comfortable and respectful. Loose, breathable fabrics are your best friends here. It's not about restricting your style. It's about being mindful of the local culture. Dressing modestly shows that you respect the traditions and values of the country you're visiting. Always keep a light scarf or cover-up handy, especially if you're planning on visiting any mosques or government buildings. These items can be easily carried in your bag and can be a lifesaver. These places often have a stricter dress code, and you don't want to be caught off guard. Being prepared shows that you respect the sanctity and importance of these locations. Respecting local customs isn't just about following rules, it's about showing that you're a thoughtful and respectful visitor. This attitude will go a long way in making your stay enjoyable and memorable. Next up, let's talk about public displays of affection, or PDAs. In many parts of the world, holding hands, hugging, even a little peck on the cheek in public is no big deal. It's a common sight in cities like Paris, New York, or Tokyo. But in Qatar, it's best to keep things a bit more low-key. The cultural norms here are different, and public displays of affection can be frowned upon. Holding hands is generally fine for married couples, but anything beyond that, like kissing or hugging, is best saved for private moments. This helps in respecting the local traditions and values. Be respectful, be discreet, and you'll be golden. It's all about blending in and showing respect for the local culture. Remember, you're here to experience a new culture, not to make a statement. Embrace the differences and enjoy the unique experiences Qatar has to offer. Chapter 3. Photos. Ask first, shoot later. In the age of social media, it's tempting to document every moment, every meal, every camel you see. Every picturesque scene seems like a perfect opportunity to capture memories and share them with the world. But in Qatar, you gotta be careful with that camera. It's not just about snapping away without a second thought. It's not that you can't take pictures. It's about being respectful of people's privacy. Understanding the cultural nuances is key. Taking photos of people, especially locals, without their permission is considered rude and can even land you in hot water. Imagine how you'd feel if a stranger started taking your picture without asking. And it's not just people you gotta be mindful of. Government buildings, military areas, and even some cultural sites might have photography restrictions. These rules are in place for a reason, often related to security and respect for the local culture. When in doubt, just ask. A simple question can go a long way in ensuring you're being respectful and following local customs. Most people appreciate the courtesy and will gladly let you know if it's okay to snap a pic. This small gesture can lead to more meaningful interactions and a better travel experience. So, next time you're about to capture that perfect shot, just take a moment to consider the situation. A little thoughtfulness can make all the difference in your travel adventures. Chapter 4. Alcohol. Here's the deal. Let's talk about something that's often synonymous with vacation, unwinding with a drink or two. Qatar has some pretty strict laws when it comes to alcohol. You can find alcohol in licensed bars, restaurants, and hotels, but public drinking? Big no-no. Being drunk in public? Even bigger no-no. Enjoy a drink responsibly at a licensed establishment, and you'll be good to go. Just remember to be respectful of the local customs and laws. Chapter 5. Mind Your P's and Q's, Qatari Edition. Let's talk about something that's universally important, being respectful with your words and actions. Qatar has strict laws about respectful conduct. This doesn't just mean avoiding physical altercations. Even verbal insults can land you in hot water. Avoid swearing, making rude gestures, or getting into heated arguments in public. Treat Qatar with the same respect you'd treat your own home, and you'll be absolutely fine. Keep it respectful and keep your cool. So there you have it, 5 things to be cautious of in Qatar. It's a wonderful country with amazing people, and as long as you respect the culture and customs, you're going to have an incredible experience. It's all about being mindful and respectful, folks. Just be sure to pack your common sense and good judgment along with your sunscreen and sunglasses. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more travel tips. Have a safe trip and see you next time.